Hey guys, it's Psychosis here, back again after a while, and I've come back to bring you another album review on an album that I used to listen to a lot in high school. I actually can't count how many times I listened to this album in high school. I just absolutely loved it, but as you can see above and here, it's Anterior, This Age of Silence. And yeah, I mean, I have it. I've liked the album in high school, but it's been a minute and since I've actually heard it since out of high school. I haven't listened to this album much. So I thought, what better way of making a video than to revisit an old album and see how it holds up years after the fact. And so yeah, and this is my review of This Age of Silence. And also, this is also as a way to promote this band because nobody seems to know about this band, and when you look them up, it's like really hard to look them up because anterior is an anatomical term, so you generally get anatomical things. So you have to be really specific. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be reviewing today. And as you can see, starting off the bat, album artwork is really simple, really basic. It's just white with like this little angel here in the middle. There's like a halo on it. There's like a halo on it, if you can see. It might be mirrored, but yeah. Really basic artwork. And yeah, so at first glance, it doesn't seem like an appealing album, but musically wise, this is where this album really shines. I'd say is really, really in the music, which is what the whole point of this is, because that's what the album is. It's music. It's a music album, metal album. I describe this album as it's fun because I describe this album as like a melodic thrash slash metalcore album. Like there's a lot of like 5/7/8ish style riffs and kind of like power chord riffs. Like pretty basic and straightforward generally, but they sound good. It all sounds really good. And I love the tone on this album because they have like the overdrive metalcore tone, and for what they're playing, it seems so different and compared to what I've heard from other melodic thrash bands. And that's what's fun about this album. The riffage is fun. And yeah, the drums are really good too. They help drive the music. I'm not really well versed on drums. I don't really know a whole lot about them. So when it comes to drums, I can't really give the best explanation, but the guitar work is very good. And yeah, and if you're a guitarist, that's who I generally actually recommend this album to the most. Let's just get that out of the bat. Because this album is clear that the strongest point of this album is the guitar work. Like the riffs are simple, but they're good. And the best part is the solos. The solos on this album are absolutely insane. I think after all these years, I basically, every time I've tried to learn a song from this album, I basically have tried to learn everything but the solos. They're just so mind-boggling insane. The quick and technical ones. Meanwhile, this album has you could say the two main kinds of solos. You have your really technical ones, which are just like really insane. They sound really good. And then you have the more simpler, more melodic, pretty ones, which I also really like. I think I generally like those more. I don't know. I do enjoy technical music, but it can get old really fast. But that's the nice thing with this album. They have like it's balanced out. It's not a wank fest, but it's not like a simple album either, you could say, in terms of guitar. But yeah, and a little backstory. Yes, I did try to learn. I think the song, the song "Seraph" on this album is probably my favorite song on the entire album. And I think ever since I've been playing guitar, I've been trying to learn the main slash chorus riff of the song. and I can never nail it 100%. It's either one thing or another. Like, I've gotten much better at it over the years, but I still can't play that riff properly. Yeah, right off the bat, that's my opinion. My favorite song is Seraph. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones too. Silent Divide, Dead Divine, Seraph, like I said, the title track. I'm just naming the whole album. The whole album is basically good. And then Stir of Echoes is really fun because it's like the one chill part of the album besides Ghost of Dawn, which is the intro, where it's just like an interlude, but it's really well written. It's a really well written acoustic interlude. I don't know what I'm saying there. Yeah, really well written. I can't talk today. It's just a very well written intro. And yeah, that's what I think about the music. It's very good. Drums drive the music. Guitar work is absolutely fantastic. I actually think that the main guitarist of this band, he actually, after they made this album, he actually lost the ability to play guitar afterwards. He got like some injury or something, and he could never play guitar again. So he just became became the vocalist instead of just vocalist slash guitarist. Which that's another thing too. This album, I think it's just my major complaint with thrash in general, or things that fall into the thrash umbrella or genre of metal, or the side of metal you could say, is I really don't like thrash metal vocals that much. There's not a lot that really wow me or stand out to me. And that's just the thing with thrash, is it's a genre that really is driven by the music. Like, it's clear that they didn't care about the vocals as much as in like other genres, say like deathcore, where the vocals are the focal point of the songs and all the rage and hype behind the music. But yeah, this album is excellent guitar work. Vocals not really the best. They're not terrible. They're not fantastic either. But they fit with it, the whole thrashy feel of the song, with the songs. And yeah, fun, overdriven metalcore tone. Really enjoy that, mixed with like the melodic thrashy riffs. It's really fun for me revisiting that. Yeah, this album is actually really good revisiting it, because I thought I wasn't gonna like it as much, but I still really enjoy this album to this day. And it's sad nobody knows about this band, because in my opinion they're very good. They're a very good band, and they should have been bigger. And they only made like 2 albums. This is their debut. I should have mentioned that. This is their debut album. They have another one too, but I never really liked that one as much. It's not bad, or as much. It's not bad. It's still good from what I remember. I might have to review that one too, but this album is very good. I really like it. I'll just say that. Production's really good. The overdriven metalcore-ish tone is fun. The riffs are fun. Fun, thrashy, metalcore-ish riffs. Crazy technical solos with some really pretty melodic solos. Very fantastic guitar work on this album. If you are a guitarist, this is an album to check out. I'll just advertisement for that. And yeah, not really as fun on the vocals. And yeah, in terms of complaints, there's really not a lot. I've kind of said that the vocals aren't really my favorite. And the thing with like metalcore, as much as I love it, the songs can all start feeling the same in some capacity. Like, you're listening to the same song over and over again. But that's what I like about this band, is they're one of the bands out there that kind of plays in the vein of metalcore. They're not really metalcore, but they throw solos in and stuff to try to make the music interesting and to keep the listener engaged. Very good. I like me likey this album. I think for a final rating, I'll actually give this an 8 out of 10. Very great album. Highly recommend this album, especially if you're a guitarist and you're looking for something melodic that has great guitar work. This is it. This is an album to listen to. And yeah, Does it hold up from high school? Yes. I will say from my high school years till now, it holds up. After 5 or 6 years, since really like heavily listening to it, it holds up. Because there was a time where this album was like on repeat a lot. I think if I were to like take the 10 albums I listened to the most in high school, this would have been like in third or fourth place for most listened to at the time. And yeah, that's my review. 8 out of 10. Very good album. Very good guitar album. It's an album definitely for a guitarist to enjoy. Or listeners, melodic thrash, metalcore. Or if you're just looking for something melodic to listen to, this is it. This is a good one. And yeah, that was my review for Anterior's This Age of Silence. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if what I've said interests you, definitely check this album out. And band. They're not around anymore. They only made 2 albums, but good band. Really good band. I might review the second one too, so if you want me to review that, just let me know, and I will gladly review their sequel album. And yeah, or maybe any other similar style bands, I gladly will, because this is a style of metal and music that I enjoy a lot. Is stuff like this. I'll gladly review it. And yeah, that's about it, guys. And like I've said before, and I've been kind of hinting at, I do take requests to review albums. I love music, primarily metal. That's what this channel is. It's mainly a metal channel. Talking about my music. And yeah, I just don't know what to review, so I'm just reviewing stuff out of my CD collection. Revisiting stuff and trying to pick out albums that that are much easier not be biased about. Because like I said, I haven't heard this album really in years. And there's some albums in my collection where I don't know if I can be unbiased or not and just give it high reviews when it's not really deserving of that. Only because I just absolutely enjoy the album. Yeah, that's my review of Anterior's This Age of Silence. Very good album. I've said that. I keep repeating myself, so I'm just going to stop there. Like I said, I do take requests for albums. I might also start reviewing EPs. Whatever goes. I just like music. And yeah, and also any comment goes, leave them down below. Any criticism is good. Or what you want to say about the video, or what I could do better, or if you have any requests. Like I said, I really enjoy metal music. I'm like a nerd about this. And if I had all the time in the world, I would sit down and literally try to review as much as I could. But the way life goes, it doesn't always work that way. So yeah, that's my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully found something you might enjoy if you've never heard it before, which chances are you probably haven't heard this album or band before. And yeah, that's my video. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.